That's 23. Thunder do what they do. We're balanced scoring all across the board, led by SGA, who still hasn't had like this dominant performance here with 22. Chet at 22. AJ Mitchell, who's starting for Jalen Williams at 20. Jared McCain, no big deal. Off the bench, sell high. Yeah, okay. Philadelphia. Yeah, you couldn't use him. And shout out to Blake Griffin. Last night on Prime, post game, you know what he said? They had Jared McCain on. And Blake Griffin says to him, they didn't sell high enough. Oh, baby. Let's go. Ridiculous.
You love that.
Oh, I love that. But here's the storyline, the real storyline. JJ Redick postgame, head coach of the Lakers, had this to say on the lack of foul calls that LeBron James gets.
LeBron has the worst whistle of any star player I've ever seen. I mean, I've been with him 2 years now. There's... Again, the smaller guys, because they can be theatric, they typically draw more fouls, and the bigger players that are, built like LeBron, it's hard for them. But he gets clobbered, and he got clobbered again tonight a bunch. And that's not like a new thing. That's not specific to this crew or this series. He gets fouled a lot. That doesn't happen. I mean, guy gets hit on the head more than any player I've seen on drives, and it rarely gets called. So.
I have never seen an eye roll like the one I just saw from one Michelle Smallman. Oh, why?
I'm just kind of sick of the collective commentary about officiating.
Yeah.
Whether it's Jaylen Brown, JJ Redick, it's been a theme so far this postseason. Even Donovan Mitchell mentioned it. I don't like it, especially in the wake of a loss. And I know that that's when you're going to talk about it, right? We talked about saying things like this to influence the next game or to say things like this to get your point of view across. But it just never lands the way that these athletes and coaches expect it to with people like us, the fans, the media, the collective watching the game when it comes after a loss. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't understand when coaches say we're never going to make excuses. And then they spend an entire press conference making excuses. I mean, LeBron James has been a 6'9", 270-pound tank for the duration of his career. You think people are missing fouls on LeBron? I mean, he's drawn more fouls than anybody. That is a gift he has. So to suggest he is not getting calls, it just sounds like whining from J.J. Redick and the Lakers. And I thought that was beneath them. Apparently it's not.
I just can't believe we're talking about LeBron not getting the benefit of the doubt and not getting calls. I mean, really? Has LeBron been somebody that has been officiated poorly in NBA history? Am I missing something here?
No, JJ is going out to stand up for his guy. I mean, they did the weird huddle after the game, which I've never seen in basketball.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So the game ends, and this is before. So JJ says that post game. Then the game ends. What Myron is referring to is like the Lakers are huddling almost like they had a Microsoft Outlook calendar invite. Hey, we've got a meeting with the refs right after the game. Can we quickly hurry up this 48 minutes? I got to hop over to this other meeting that's 5 minutes away. And I think they got this catered. They're all sitting there, like they have the bottled water. They have those weird pads and like the pens that you use and then you put in your bag. And you're like, where did this come from? Oh, yeah, it's from that meeting I had months ago. Yeah. It was the weirdest thing. And post-game, Austin Reeves discussed the interaction that Myron was talking about, this meeting they had with the referees.
I felt like I was respectful to all of them all night. I mean, there's a million times in the past I've said way worse stuff. And when we were doing the whole tip ball, when they were switching spots, I wanted to get on the other side because they had a guy on the other side who was just trying to keep an advantage. And he turned around and just yelled at my face. I just thought it was disrespectful. The whole time that was going on over there, I don't think he said much to them. I think he stepped in and said something. But at the end of the day, we're grown men, and I just didn't feel like he needed to yell in my face like that. I told him that. I wasn't disrespectful. I told him if I did that to him first, I would have got a tech. I feel like the only reason I didn't get a tech is because I knew he was in the wrong. So, I felt disrespected.
Now, Myron, to be fair, in that little get-together, LeBron was standing there but didn't seem to say a word. So actually, you got to leave him out of this in some ways. Like, he actually did not get involved in this. But what did you make of all of that?
I mean, is this the Los Angeles Lakers or a seventh-grade gym class? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I've never seen a team get the privilege of being able to huddle around a referee and have sort of this side conversation after a game. I think my other thought, Michelle, was you're Austin Reeves, right? You have had some remarkable moments, paid a lot of money, probably going to get a giant deal this offseason. But, like, what sort of special respect do these guys expect to get? At the end of the day, you gave up a giant run with SGA sideline with his 4th foul. You had opportunities to try to win this game. You had a lead at halftime. You were the ones that didn't finish. So I think to blame this on officiating, the Lakers just sound like they're whining. And their whole mantra has been all season, that's not what we are. No excuses. Well, why the excuses now?
Yeah, I don't know why the excuses. And it doesn't land well. Also, the Lakers were called for 26 fouls in game 2. The Thunder were called for 21.
Yeah.
26 to 21.
Yeah.
Are you saying a lot or a little?
Well,
I'm confused.
I don't think that's a massive disparity.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
For them to be making such a deal about this post game, if you actually are looking at the number of fouls that were called in this game, it is not all that lopsided.
Let me ask you a question. If JJ Redick was back to JJ Redick has not been good as a Lakers coach. I think he's been great as a Lakers coach with literally no experience other than what Myron said, 7th grade gym class. Like he was literally coaching his kids in middle school or elementary school here in New York, in Brooklyn. He's been unbelievable. If JJ Redick today was going to join us in his old role as an analyst and a coach said what he said, what would his reaction have been?
He said he was whining.
Then you would have crushed him.
Yeah.
I think he would have crushed him.
He would have.
He crushed Doc Rivers all the time. I know there was personal stuff from his days with the Clippers, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, what are we doing here? And the other part that's going to be bothersome to me is the NBA is going to shoot themselves in the foot if all of a sudden in Game 3 in LA on Saturday night, a game you'll hear right here on ESPN Radio, if every call goes to the Lakers, right, Myron? Then you got a problem.
Well, which I think that's what they're angling for, right? Like, to me, I don't think J.J. Redick was speaking on his own. I think that was LeBron giving him marching orders to go out and tell the public, hey, we didn't get the foul calls. LeBron's not getting the foul calls. They're trying to set the tone for Game 3. But I don't think that was why they lost. Like, you just got outplayed by a better team. Like, how come you didn't capitalize early in the second half with SGA out? SGA has 4 fouls, I think 86 seconds or 88 seconds into the second half, and you couldn't capitalize. Talk about the basketball, Michelle. That's my thing. Don't make this about foul calls. Tell me why you weren't able to compete after having a lead at halftime. That, to me, is the real conversation.
Yes, but also they're going against the defending champs, a team that is so formidable, so deep that they really, based on what we have seen so far, does not feel like they have a chance. So why not try to influence the calls in Game 3? Truly, I mean, I know that we're sitting here saying it's grading, we're surprised, especially because it's the Lakers, especially because it's LeBron. But on the other side of the coin, they kind of need every little thing that they can get in Game 3 to even have a chance at this.
Well, and JJ Redick gave them a little bit of advice post-game in terms of calling the fouls on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I sarcastically said the other day they were the most disruptive team without fouling. I mean, they have a few guys that foul on every possession, and all the good defenses do. SGA gets like I don't even know, a touch foul, I guess, on the drive. There was a stretch where 4 straight possessions, our guys got absolutely clobbered trying to make an entry pass to Jackson, and Jalen Williams is grabbing his jersey with both arms. That's a turn. Like, they're hard enough to play. They're hard enough to play. You've got to be able to just call it if they foul, and they do foul.
You know what? I hadn't gotten to the place that you both have gotten to, and now I'm there. Like, I can't do this anymore with the officiating stuff.
It's too much.
Like, I like to talk about the basketball, obviously. We all do. I like to talk about the transactional stuff, the drama, right? Like, if this happens and that could happen, whatever. I don't want to talk about referees. I don't. I have no interest.